From back outside again. Like, share, comment, subscribe, my friends. This is the channel we recommend. And today we're just going to do a quick one about your daily checks on your motorcycle, what we should be checking. And as I said, if you like the videos, if you like what we're doing out here, don't forget like, share, comment and subscribe. So let's get into it. So what I want you to think about, guys, when we're checking our bike in the morning, daily checks, is BLT. Now, we don't eat bacon around here, so let's just say bread, lettuce and tomato. Okay, and for the pork eaters, bacon, lettuce, tomato. So what does the B stand for? The B stands for brakes. So to check your brakes, get on your bike and just push it forward a little bit, give the brakes a squeeze, do their work. Same thing with the back ones. Have a little press, do their work, done. Rapid fire. Okay, so L is for what? What's L for? L's for lights. So let me start it up. So L is for lights, so make sure that all our lights are working. So our lights are working, the lights are all good. Okay, so then we're going to look at the signals. Do the signals work? So we turn the signals on. Is that working? Okay, that's working. Check the right ones. It's working, and we can see that's working. And then our brake lights, just put your hands behind. Do your hands light up? Hands are lighting up. See, back brake lights are working. Very straightforward, very simple. So T is for what? Tires. So what are we looking for on our tires? So on our tires, see, this is got some good tread on it. So on a bike, you only need minimum 1 millimeter. So if you look at this, it's 1 millimeter across 70% of your tire. Okay, so that's the tread depth. And we're also looking out for the general condition of your tire. So I can see a little crack there, so we just pay attention to that. It's not too deep, it's only on the surface. We also want to have a look at your tire pressure. So to check your tire pressure, what you need to do is just look in the user manual. It will tell you what the correct pressure is for example, the 1998 ZX7R. Okay, so also we want to just check the general condition of the tire, making sure that the tire is not too old, making sure there's no flat spots in it, and as I said, general condition of it. Okay, so that's BLT, brakes, lights and tires. Very straightforward. So on a weekly basis, what we'd want to check is our chain. So that tension is okay on this chain, I think, because when you sit on the bike, it starts to get a bit more tighter. If your chain is too loose, the chances are the chain will come off. If the chain is too tight, there's a better chance of your chain breaking. So be very careful with that. Also, the lubrication of your chain. Now this chain is quite dry, it needs some grease. So when we're greasing the chain, don't use oil like cooking oil, baby oil, ghee, butter, none of that stuff. Use the proper chain grease for motorbikes. Okay, this one I can see that it's probably due a chain and sprocket change. When we're looking at the sprockets, what we want to do is take all this off, and we want to have a look and make sure that all the teeth are in the sprockets and there's no missing ones and there's no breaks or cracks in it. I hope that makes sense to you. Oil on this bike, there is, I think there's an oil reservoir space, and I can't find it on this one. I've had the oil tapped up the other day, I can't remember where it is. Where is it? So the bikes that have dipsticks, you normally take the oil cap off, pull the stick out, and it normally has the dipstick meter on it, and it tells you how much oil's in there. I'm not quite sure where this one is. You might have to actually take the fairing off, so I ain't going to do that today. So look at your brake disc pads, your discs, disc and pads. So when we're looking at the disc, make sure that it's on properly for one, it's nice and smooth, there's no ridges around it, and there's no visible damage to it. Okay, the brake pads themselves, I don't know if I can see this down here, right, so I don't know if you can see it, but again I think it's around 1 millimeter that we should have at the bare minimum on that before we need to change it. This one here, I don't know if you guys could see it, but I can see it, and it's still got plenty of meat on it. And then we've got what we call a fork seal. So what happens, this is like our front suspension. So when it dips down, this comes down and goes back up, and this here, the fork itself, it's filled with fluid, oil. This is the seal. So if this seal is damaged, broken, it starts to let oil down here. So we give that a little swipe like that, and if it's wet, then you know that your fork seals are gone. Just be careful, because if your fork seals are gone, that you will fail at MOT for that. I hope that makes sense. Also, what we want to check, guys, is our steering. So we want to make sure that steering goes all the way to the left, all the way to the right, nice and smooth, and that there's nothing catching, that there's nothing that's interfering with the steering. Interfering with the steering. You hear that? Interfering with the steering. So that makes sure that the bike is nice and safe. Also, want to check that the horn's working. Check that the horn's working. Okay. And check that we've got enough fluid in the brake fluid reservoir. Hold on. So this is the brake fluid reservoir here. So make sure that we've got enough fluid in there. That's filled right up to the top, so you can't even see it. So there's one here, and there's one here, and I think there might be one around here. Not sure. Fluids, this is like your coolant. Make sure that this is topped up with your antifreeze, etc. And yeah, I feel like that's it, guys. If I've forgotten anything, because I haven't even got my paperwork on me at the minute, so if I've forgotten anything, let me know in the comments. And if the video has helped you, like, share, comment and subscribe. Peace.